Welcome, Aquarius, to your beginning of the month reading for August. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, I'm going to do this reading a little bit different. I want to be able to use these cards. I've only used these cards once, so we're going to use these cards. How about that? Okay, let's get into it. Here's the topic cards. This is from the money deck. Ooh, the money and love deck. So let's see what's going on over here. Grabbing a topic for this reading. You know, a little bit different. We'll change it up a little. Okay, best message please for Aquarius for the beginning of the month of August. There we go. Talking about having your freedom. Whoa, that's a beautiful Aquarian card. You can't get any better than that. I'm talking about that Aquarius freedom. Freedom and free loving. Okay, so I have two cards that are coming out right here. This one is forward. Think of the past situation around money that was difficult, which your inner qualities stepped forward to help you move through it. What is here to teach you about your strength? So I'm actually going to just kind of set that there because it's coming underneath that freedom. Okay, so talking about that this month, at the beginning of the month, is talking about what is going on when it comes to the money. Okay, and this one is an undercut. It is what's, in what ways are you selling yourself short? What do you want to do about this? So do not allow yourself to, cut yourself short, guys. From whatever undertakings is going on within the situation to make yourself free of that situation. Grabbing another card over here really quick. Comes to this freedom. Receiving. I like that. So talking about that receiving. How am I going to receive this money? How am I going to have the freedom to allow this to, really take place and not undercut, sell myself short? It's talking about the joy, what you are, your beliefs around the happiness that you are entitled to in this life. What imprint does this make on your behavior surrounding money? So talking about pretty much law and attraction over here, making sure that you are keeping yourself joyful about the situation, making sure that you do understand there is a vast universe around you to keep this happiness going. When we're talking about that, also talking about your talents. Think of the past situation around money that was wonderful, which of your inner qualities step forward in those moments. What is there here to teach you about your talents? So receiving is talking about all the talents that you have, not cutting yourself short from what is really good for you. Wow, love it. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to leave these here, and now we'll go ahead and do our reading. That is just amazing, though, because I really do love that. This is talking about having that getaway, getting free, making sure that you're not enabling yourself, to find the balance within the situation, coming up, allowing the blossom to happen this month, seeking the truth within the situation to change your focus on how you're doing it, because there are opportunities that do beckon. So definitely at the end of the deck over here, at the bottom of the deck, is the sacral chakra saying, I do have the desire to do so. So really wanting to bring that desire in, and what you truly, truly want. So, wow. I do like that. Making sure that you have the time. It's pretty much telling you right now is the time to manifest the things that you really want, allowing this kind of, allowing all the blockages to kind of go away, and just telling yourself, I am able to receive what I want, allowing it just to kind of go with the flow. How about that? Right? That's a good way of saying it. Let's go with the flow. So finding the balance over here between what it is you truly want and what it is that, is stirring up within the situation. Because it does feel like there's a stir. Someone's stirring the brew over here. It could just be you stirring around as well within your mind, thinking of all the things that you need to do, but you need to have more faith. Right now is the time to manifest. Make sure that you keep the faith alive. No time for down self-talk or any of the above. Making sure that you do understand there is some kind of breakthrough going on over here. You might even have the Midas touch in its own way. It does feel like there is some kind of gift that is coming from this traveler. Could be an Aries that you might see coming towards you in the beginning of the month. It's going to be more likely some kind of powerful, could be a sign or a powerful message that's coming through. It's going to get your mind really going over here, though, Aquarius. So it's showing the intellect and, you know, the intelligence that behind the situation as well. But yet a lot of power with all the fire. It's going to keep you pretty grounded, but it is going to allow you to make choices in what is really going on. So if you have a talent and you know you have this talent and you really need to make this breakthrough, now is really the time to really start, you know, weighing the pros and cons to the situation. There's definitely something that is blossoming around you within the situation when it comes to the Queen of Wands. Somebody is dealing with a fire sign. It could be an Aries, an Aries or a Leo. Seeking the truth about the Leo over here, this is also going to encourage a lot where there was a lot of self-doubt. So if this person, if you had somebody else around you who was giving you self-doubt, or it's yourself who's doubting the situation, this person in this message is definitely going to come through. This is going to encourage you to want to step out of the box and really seek what it is that you really need. It's going to change the focus, right? Because I have to change the focus here on where you thought you weren't going into something now that you can actually see kind of coming at you. So now it's going to be a more permanent foundation. It's actually more in reality than it was before. Maybe before it was just kind of an imagination, but you know, they kind of say it, right? So it almost feels like when the message comes through, it's going to make you think, could this possibly happen? But then by probably around the, I don't know, the 13th or so, you're going to actually start seeing this actually forming right around you. Yeah, taking on a transformation. It's almost like it's transforming around you. And it could have been one of those things, you know, in the beginning of the month where you're like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? But then when it starts actually coming into play and actually something you can actually see, touch, feel, into reality, it's going to change everything around. So the opportunity that beckons is no longer going to be this sadness. There's no other risk that you need to take besides just this risk in itself, right? Because it's saying this will have the joy and happiness that it needs around it. So this is where the balance will actually come into play. And if you're having some kind of money issues with someone else, you will find some kind of rekindling going on, some kind of negotiation, some kind of truce going on within the situation because of that Ace of Wands. So it could even be a reconciliation that was needed for this situation. If somebody's done you wrong, my friends, they're definitely going to come back and wave that white flag because they're going to want a truce within this situation for it to all change. They don't want to fight anymore. But just be careful, right? Just be careful. You never know. Right where you think that they're might not going to fight, maybe all of a sudden, if you say the wrong thing, they're going to be definitely blocked and guarded because they are trying to make a truce when it comes to money. So we're definitely talking about the money and the freedom of doing so. So whatever this is, everybody's story is going to be a little bit different on what it is definitely. But what it is definitely is some kind of major switch, major plan that you're going to have to manifest on to be able to get the freedom of what you are really exploring over here. And it does. It feels like it could be some kind of fantasy that you have going on in your head and you're thinking, okay, look, if it can go this way, right, then it will be able to do that. But I don't know exactly how it's going to work, right, until it starts actually forming. This is going to bring the balance and the truth to the situation to where you're going to be able to actually start moving in the direction that you actually want to direct yourself to, because this is where, you know, hey, encouraging words are definitely going to be spoken by this fire sign. So whatever problems you may have had with this person in the past, they're definitely making a switcheroo. That's for sure. They're traveling toward you with better ideas, better, happier things that need to go on. So really watch for that. Okay, and that will give you a lot more room to breathe. True freedom, you know, not so sure about that, but room to breathe through freedom, how about yes? Right, because now you feel like you can move. You're not stuck in a box. You're not feeling like you're tied down anymore. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.